Alright, what is up YouTube? We're back to windy Vegas weather in January, and it actually finally got cold-ish. Sun's pretty bright today, which is nice, so we're going to do a little quick project on the wife's Bronco. I actually don't know if this is going to work because I realize that the snorkel intake might be different, but we're going to find out in a sec. So what we're going to do is pull off the airbox lid, which has got this like crazy safety looking 8mm, but it's a Torx on the inside, so we're going to do that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx, it looks like. Yeah. So we're going to get those off, pull this off, and then see if that filter's the same as what I ordered. Alright, so it's a T30 Torx, so we're just going to do this hand tool way. So I got, if you can see here, the Mishimoto drop-in filter. Non-oiled. I don't like using oiled filters on turbo cars, or realistically anything with a mass airflow sensor. Any modern car like K&N filters, they're cool and all, but I feel like that was something from my father's time. He was a big advocate of those. I just realized you were looking at me like a parent in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. No head. Alright. Definitely should have just used a electric ratchet and a socket for this, but I'm almost done. These things are just in there. Super in there. Okay. Jesus. Okay, got it. This should, in theory, come off now. Maybe not, because of this. Okay, so kind of interesting. I mean, that's the factory inlet, and there's no hose clamps on this. It just kind of like pressure fits, which, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of sus. And then this thing just sits on here. Yeah, look at that. It's just like pressed in there. So Ford Motor Company, super thick, giant paper filter that is probably not great for performance. And then we have the Mishimoto. I'll crack open. A little more surface area. So that's the back side. So it's got this like inset cone, so you get a little bit more. Whoa. That's the inside of it, you can see in there. So I'm sure this is going to flow a lot better. So let's pop that guy in there. Yeah, so that's interesting. There's just like a leg. Let me show you. Let me get all this out of the way. So I'm sure the Bronco community knows how this works, but I had the camera absolutely wedged over there. So there's like this plastic leg right here, and you just like click that down. So that's kind of cool. And then here's the inside. Pretty smooth. I mean, it's nice, and this little, I can't do it, 3 hands I need. So that little leg right there also grabs the filter. So then you just slide that back on like that. Get into place. So yeah, the inside of this like pushes against the filter to keep that filter on there. So now we're just going to reverse the 4 screws, and that's it. Then we'll do a little startup and see how she sounds. Alright, we're going to do a quick startup. Realize that the intake noise will probably come from over here where the snorkel's at. So back the camera up a little bit. Let's see how she sounds. Definitely a little bit more audio from the filter. Still a little cold. It wasn't up at full operating temp yet, so I don't want to rev it too much. I think it needs an exhaust. Maybe like an axle back. It's just very quiet, and I feel like this motor can sound pretty decent. Little 4-cylinder turbo. I don't know. So that's it. Intakes installed. I guess you say filter. There's no reason to replace the one intake to have a snorkel on it. So just a nice filter, Mishimoto, drop-in, oilless. Check them out. Pretty inexpensive, and I'll do an update, I guess, after 100 miles or something. See how she feels. Maybe better gas mileage. We'll figure it out. So thanks for watching.